it's India. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a cooking video, something I have never done before. I just moved into my new apartment and this is literally the first meal that I'm making. So I was like, let me just jump on here and do a different type of video because I want to start doing like some lifestyle videos and stuff on my channel and not everything be like hair, and more hair. So we're going to be making pork chops today because I love pork. If you don't like pork, exit the video because I don't need you commenting below talking about how pork is bad. Okay, because that's what we're eating today. So we're having pork chops and we're gonna have some black beans and rice as well. This is the Zatarain's one, and then we're also gonna have some corn and probably some like garlic bread as well. So this is gonna be like a vlog style video, super chill. I just wanted to like get on here and record while I was seasoning up my pork chops. So far I've washed them and then I just put like salt and pepper on them, and then I'm gonna be using Tony's, of course. You guys can't really see the pork chops because of the angle, but I'll try to kind of lift it up and show you what I'm doing. So literally I'm just sprinkling the Tony's on the pork chops. And then I'm also going to be using this McCormick Caribbean jerk seasoning. Obviously, this is not authentic jerk pork chops, but you know, this is pretty close for someone who's not Jamaican. So it's really good. I've made this before. I like this seasoning a lot. So I'm just gonna, let me see. First time I'm using this bottle. So I'm just going to shake it onto the pork chops. Okay, and then I need to flip them over and do the other side, of course. So I don't have any pans yet because I haven't gone shopping, so we're gonna be using a foil pan today. So all I'm gonna do is take the pork chops and flip them over into the pan. I was gonna do 4, but I ate one of them yesterday, so I'm just gonna be doing 3. And then that's good. And we're done with that. And I'm just gonna wash my hands because I don't wanna dirty my seasoning bottle. So let me do that. Okay, and literally I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So salt and pepper, the Tony's, and the jerk seasoning. Okay, now keep in mind you don't have to use a lot of regular salt because there's salt in the Tony. So I just use a little bit of that, and then this is what they look like in the pan. And then all I'm going to do is add a pat of butter. So this is Parquet margarine. This is the kind of butter that I use. So I'm just gonna put a pat on top of each pork chop because we're gonna bake these in the oven. And then when they get ready to go in, I'll sprinkle, I'll drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top. So I'm not quite ready to put these in yet. It's a little early. It's like 4:18, so I'll probably put them in closer to 5. So all I'm gonna do is just cover them with a sheet of saran wrap and then just let them sit in the fridge, and they can marinate for at least about another 30 or so minutes. And they look just like this, and then I'm just gonna sit it in my fridge. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean this up, this plate and everything and the area, and then we'll move on to the black beans. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the pork chops in the oven. It is 5:09, so it's been like 40 minutes-ish that they've been marinating for. You can, of course, do it longer, but I was doing other stuff today. If you want to do it like first thing in the morning and let it marinate for several hours, go ahead, but I just let it marinate for just a little bit, and sometimes I don't even do that at all. I do it and put it straight in the oven. So This is what they look like with the pats of butter. And then I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on top. This is the olive oil I'll be using. This is the Pompeian, I'm not sure, extra virgin olive oil. And so I'm just gonna drizzle just a little bit of this. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the oven on 325. I might move it up to 350 eventually, but I'm gonna start it at 325. All right, and then all we're gonna do is just put them straight into the oven. I'm not sure how long they're gonna take, maybe like 30 minutes, maybe a little more. We'll just watch them and see. Always make sure your oven rack is in the middle so you don't burn anything. And so we're gonna go ahead and do the rice. So like I showed you guys, this is the rice. Ooh, okay. So I figured it out. First time using the oven, by the way. So let's hope we don't burn anything. Okay, so all we're gonna need is, I'm gonna do this in the microwave. Some people cook these like on the stovetop and stuff. I don't do that. I cook everything in the microwave. So I'm gonna need 2.5 cups of hot water. So this is 2 cups right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this in and then get one more 1/2 cup. Okay, I'm gonna put that in. And then I also need 2 tablespoons of butter, olive oil, which I already put in here. And then you're just going to want to cover that and then microwave it on high for 5 minutes and then stir it. So I'm just gonna put it in the microwave just like this. Okay, and then when that comes out, then we'll go ahead and do the next step. It's really easy. I really honestly don't even need to show you guys. You're just gonna do it, let's see. Butter, well blended. Oh no, it does say to add the rice. Okay, let me add the rice in. Sometimes with like the pasta dishes and stuff, it wants you to wait to add the rice and kind of boil the water first, but this one wants you to add the rice, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you guys have never had this before, it's really, really good. I definitely recommend this little rice dish. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, and then after I do that, I'm just gonna stir it and then I'm gonna do it on half the power for 18 minutes and then it's gonna be done. So that's it, and then we'll go ahead and do our corn as well. I'm gonna need to find something to put that in, so give me a second. Okay, y'all, so I took out the rice and here it is. I put the lid on. Now I did it a little less than the directions, so when you look at it, it kind of looks soupy, but it needs to sit and you don't want it to be dried out. So I'm just gonna put the lid on it and then let it sit for a little while. And then I'm gonna put the corn in the bag. So it's a steamer. So the only thing I need to do is read the directions on this and see what it says. So I think you just put it in for 5 minutes. So it says, yeah, place it on this side up and then based on your microwave wattage is how long you should do it. So let's see. I don't see the wattage on here. Usually there's a sticker in the inside that tells you what the wattage is of your microwave, if it's like 1200, 1000, or 800. So I'm just gonna do it 5 minutes because that's like right in between, and then we should be good. You can take this out and do it on the stovetop, but putting it in the microwave like this is super easy. So that's the whole point of this meal. So we're just gonna put that in 5 minutes. We're gonna take it out. I'm gonna empty it into this bowl, salt, butter, and then we're just gonna wait on the pork chops, and I'm going to butter some bread as well. So let's go ahead and get that. Okay, when I buy my bread, I buy the loaf of bread and then I cut it into sections, Ziploc bag, and put it in the freezer. A lot of people do not freeze their bread. They just leave it out on the counter and just try to like eat it up before it gets like mildewed. But you can actually freeze bread. My grandmother and my mother both freeze their bread, and that's how come I do it like this. So all I need to do is just take out some like this. This is kind of a lot. This is probably like 2 servings. This is like perfect size for a sandwich, but just for bread on the side of a meal, I'm gonna eat half. So the only thing I need to do is cut it. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. And then I'm just gonna have like this amount. So that's like the perfect size. And then cut it this way. Now you can just put butter on it if that's what you want, but I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley and garlic powder as well. So the only thing I'm gonna do is take my margarine and start to butter it. Let me see if I can kind of like move this down so y'all can see like what exactly I'm doing. Let's see. That'll work. Hold on, let me try again. Okay, so hopefully this angle is better. So here's my bread, and I'm just buttering it. If I continue to do these type of videos, I'll try to do a better setup so you guys can actually see me, like, you know, see me and see the food at the same time. So, because it's probably hard for you to see that I'm buttering the bread. So I really need a different type of like camera stand to be able to do this. Okay, once I've done that, I'm just gonna take some parsley and some garlic powder and put that on the bread. If you have fresh ingredients, that makes it really good. If you don't have fresh, then just use dried. I don't think I've opened this parsley, so I'm gonna need to open this. And then you can just pop this in the toaster oven. If you don't have a toaster oven, you can pop it in the regular oven. So I'm just gonna wrap it in foil. Oh, this is the last of this roll. This is obviously not enough, so let me get another piece. I'll just use this. And all I'm gonna do is put the top on like that and then just wrap it up. And I'm just gonna sit it on top of the stove, and then I'll be putting it in shortly. So yeah, all I'm gonna do is, I need to close my cabinet, but I'm just gonna wait for the corn to come out, add some butter and salt to that, and then the pork chops should be almost done, and then we'll have a complete meal. Okay guys, so this is the end of my little vlog style cooking video. So all I did was take out the corn when it came out of the microwave, add some salt and butter, and then voila, we have our dinner. Let me see, I might just need to hold this so y'all can see what it looks like. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Sorry for the glare, but it looks delectable. So I'm super excited to eat.